What up, it's your boy Xay, aka 98 Xay. So now you're cooking with Xay, alright? So I'm gonna teach you a little something that they lack over here. But that's a little bit of seasoning, alright? So what we got here is some chicken. We're gonna do a little bit of chicken. And then right here we're gonna do some cornbread. And this is how, we do it in the cultural way, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna know the difference. So stay tuned. So the first thing we're gonna do, that way we have a marinade and everything, is that we have our chicken here. What you do is, once you get the chicken nice and defrost, any feathers, pick those out all the time so you can clean your chicken, you know what I'm saying? But this is what some of y'all lack. Y'all don't really clean and sterilize your chicken how you're supposed to. This works right here. Whenever you want to, make sure it's nice and clean, put some vinegar on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Always gotta splash some vinegar. Not too much, because you gotta drain a little bit of it, alright? You know what I'm saying? This is how you clean your chicken. Most people don't know that, but now you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put it all around and all that like that. Alright? Now once you let that marinate for a little bit, we're gonna switch over. Alright, now that we got our chicken sterilized and everything, we gotta remember, make sure you preheat your oven at like about 350. It'll warm up by the time and everything like that. So while that's going out, we're gonna start with the cornbread. Alright? So this is right here. This is what we call a jiffy. This is what we eat. All right. This is what we mix it with. This is like top five. Mm-hmm. I would say this is like my first favorite. Mm-hmm. Now that we got both of our cornbread mixes in here and everything like that, what you're gonna do is open your eggs up. Don't matter if it's the brown or the white, but I prefer the brown eggs. I say it's more natural. Now what you do is, when you get the eggs, you know how to crack them. I know y'all mamas taught y'all this, I know y'all grandmas taught y'all this. Put one egg. Get on the table. 2 eggs. And see, what my grandma used to do back then, she do 3 for good luck. You know what I'm saying? When you do 3 for good luck. So if you want that good luck for your cornbread, put like 3 in there. It's like a good number. You know what I'm saying? Now that you got your 3 eggs in there, you know what I'm saying, you got your milk. You need the leche. What do you say? Leche. You need that. Shout out to my Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you pour a good amount. Alright? Don't pour too much, but don't pour too little. You got to put just right. That way you can see if it's mixable. Alright? Once you get like a little bit in there and everything like that, see that? You're going to slightly mix, see if it's good. If it seems like it's a little bit too dry, put some more milk in that. All right, gotta make sure it's like baking a cake. Right here, we do it for the kids. So, every Sunday, whenever the kids come by and everything like that, of course I made like 2 cakes and stuff like that. But for the cornbread, but then you may have like a good sweet tooth, you gotta make sure you get the sugar in there, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get the sugar. Sugar is like the great part for the kids, alright? They'll come back for it, they eat it, and you know how it is in cultural background families, we eat everything. And if we don't eat today, then that's leftovers. That's definitely leftovers. So don't go too crazy, but put like a good amount. You gotta make sure you gotta swish it around like that, because the kids, you know what I'm saying, they love cornbread. Especially, you tell them to put some little sugar in there. You don't have to tell the kids that, but you know what I'm saying. Little treat. So once you do that, do the mixing again. Get a little flavor in there, a little flavor. Mash it, make sure it's nice and grounded. See that? See that? See that? Alright. Next, you need butter. Butter is like everything, especially in cornbread. If you don't have butter, you can put like vegetable oil. That's like a good substitute, but normally butter ain't got all that already. So you want to get that butter in there, feel me? I mean, this is alright, Blue Bonnet, that's alright, that's top 5 of the butters that, we usually do. But with this, make sure you put this in there. I would say put like 2 slices. 2 slices. Make sure. And then what you do is you beat those down. And you get that in there. See. Alright, now that we got our mixing together, what you're gonna need is a pan. And feel me, this is the type of pan that you need because this is a baking pan. And it's slick, so anything that's been baked on it, it can slickly get off of that. Alright, so what you do is once you get your batter and everything, you want to make sure you spread it. Spread it that way it get everywhere. And you got to scrape the bowl while you do it. So, see that? Go down with it. Go down with it. Yup, see how that spread around? Mm-hmm. Go down with it.
And those clumps are the butter, so that's going to melt, right?
Yep. Yeah, those always melt. So you get all those in. All right, now that we got our cornbread ready, follow me to the kitchen. And this was something we knocked out. So by the time we get it done, open your oven after it's been good and preheated. Put that in there, and we're gonna be checking on that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be on standby, and we're gonna be checking up on that. Now it's time to go back to the chicken. Now, before we even get to our chicken, which we will be, we need to get our grease ready. Big ting of oil. I know, you know, feel me, cultural background families, y'all see oil this big. This is like the pack. This is like the package you need in your grandma's house, your mama's house, your that uncle that always cooks, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is, Western is always the way to go. If it's canola or vegetable, always great. Now, follow me. Now, every time that y'all about to start seasoning the chicken and anything like that, you always gotta get your grease ready, all right? So you need like a good pan, a little bit like this, a little frying pan, something that you can put it in there, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you put a good amount, that way the chicken can just drown in it and just fry in it. You know, some people put a little bit, but that depends on how they make their chicken. Gotta make sure it's a good amount because it gotta make sure it's crackles. Once you hear crackle make noise, that means it's good for the chicken to go into. You put your oil in. Make sure you put it like a good degree. Don't put it too high yet because you gotta let it go up a little bit. So I would say for this one, put it to like medium high. So I put it like to 6 right here because I'm trying to learn how this other work. Mm-hmm. So by the time that is getting warmed up and everything, you start to crackle, we're gonna start seasoning our chicken. Now, pay attention, everybody. To the ones that know, I know you know, I'm not worried about y'all. But to the ones that do need to pay attention to this, all right? Now we're gonna start the seasoning part. Now this comes with multiple seasonings, not just this, not just black pepper. Not just black pepper, not just salt. It's more than that, okay? So what you need is the sazon. This is like one of the bases of your chicken, you know what I'm saying? Top 5 for me, always number 1 to me. You need the sazon, you need that, all right? You need some garlic powder, so we put a little punch into it. This, adobo, again, top 5, you need this. Adobo is definitely important. All right, you need a little bit of seasoned salt, man. I'm saying, make it a little bit more, make it more of a kick, and put a little bit of spice, just a tap of cayenne. Put a little, you know what I'm saying? So, and then next you have the onion powder. The onion powder is what makes it get a little bit of that flavor, and then you get the black pepper and stuff like that and everything like that. So first we're gonna start with our sazon. Some people put 1, but I do 2. I do too. And listen, in families like this, you know, y'all gotta understand, we're gonna be healthy. We're gonna burn it off. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta make sure that it has that taste, that flavor. You know, you gotta respect your food. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect your food, you're not respecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is what we is. So when you have that, make sure you spread it around. It needs to change color. It needs to change color. All right, don't leave nothing blank, okay? Nothing blank. That's why I put 2 in here. That way, we want to make that possible, all right? Second, we're gonna do our adobo. Now, don't be stingy with it. Put some stank on it. We don't need no spoon or nothing like that. What is y'all doing? Just put some stank on it.
Just, you know what I'm saying? That's all y'all gotta do, man. All you gotta do. And always wash your hands, people. I already washed my hands like 3 times when I did this, so make sure you get under there. Get under there and all that. Alright, there you go.
Alright, next is the garlic powder. You know, McCormick. We'll do McCormick garlic powder.
And again, put some stank on it. Don't be stingy with it. Respect your food like you respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get under there with crooks and crannies. You know what I'm saying? So, next.
You already opened this one, right? Okay. Alright. So next, you got the onion powder. Again, make it a little more like if you play UFC, get you that. You know what I'm saying? So
Again, I'm not gonna say it again. Don't be stingy. Respect yourself. Respect your food. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna burn this all the way. I know y'all athletes and stuff. Y'all got stuff to do. So, next.
cayenne pepper. Now this is a little something I do just to give it a little bit of a kick, like a spice, you know what I'm saying? So don't go crazy on this, just go easy on it. Unless you with Jamaicans, then you know, they like the spice, like me, I like the spice. Next, the black pepper, you know what I'm saying? This is the grinder part. So when you get that,
Grind it. That you feel fancy? Very fancy, yeah, that's fancy than what? Like, gotta grind that, know what I'm saying? That's how you work your wrist.
I like to go heavy on the pepper too.
Gotta work your wrist. It's gonna be good. Alright.
now that's done. Little on top. Black pepper, that's definitely what y'all got. Finally, seasoned salt. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy.
Make sure you get all that. Again, crooks and crannies, gotta get all that. Alright, now that does it for us.
Alright, one, wash your hands first. Always wash your hands when you're cooking. Alright, I just did that. I just go like this, so. You're about to do the mixing, alright? So again, mix it until you don't see nothing blank. Now you watch me, feel me, come in here. Don't be scared of it. Don't be scared, just, feel me, just get it in there.
Get in there, like, feel me, like, you gotta make sure it changed color. You see that right there? You see that? It gotta be that color, alright? Nothing blank. Like this one right here, we gotta smother that. We gotta smother that. Smother that. Smother that. Nothing blank.
As you can see, you know me, as you can hear, today was a good day. So, we're gonna do the fun part. Flour. I know y'all see this before, cultural background kids. I know y'all seen this before. Y'all see your aunties, your uncles, your mamas, your grandmas. If they did not let you do this, or if you did not see this, me and you, we have to have a talk. So, you need a good brown bag. It doesn't matter where it's from, as long as it's a brown bag, alright? And you have flour. Make sure you put this in the flour in here, because this is where the fun part begins. Alright? Alright, now you're gonna put your seasoned chicken in the bag where the flour is. Alright? Because y'all know that show Shake It Up? I know y'all know that show Shake It Up.
Zendaya?
yeah, it was in there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be time to shake it up a little bit. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Boo bang, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, as soon as you have like a little bit of, chicken in there, don't want to overflow that, we break the bag. There you have it. Just deal with it. Shake it up. And as you can see, it's getting buried in there. Getting buried in there.
Alright, so this is how you check if your oil is ready, alright? You can just, zoom in on this, zoom in. Feel me? If you start hearing that noise, go a little closer too. You hear that? Once you start hearing that noise, that means it's ready. Just put that in there. And this is where the fun begins. And look at the color. Look at the color. Look at the color. It's supposed to be that color. Gotta be orange. Definitely. Gotta be orange. If it doesn't look orange like Trump, it's not it.
Amazing. So you can do like 4 at a time?
About 4 at a time, whatever you can. You don't want to put too much of it because it won't fry as good. But you don't want to leave any spaces. You know, take any space as you can. Like right there, that was a space, and that's it.
Perfect.
Because you want to make sure you can flip them. Definitely. Look at
That is a beautiful thing.
So as you can see, it looks good in the front and in the top. It's nice and brown. It gotta be brown in the top, you know what I'm saying? But what we need to do, that would be nice and moist, that way it can melt in your mouth. You gotta put some butter on top of it. Gotta put some butter on top of that, alright? Like a good amount. Cause it's gonna melt. It's gonna melt. So you gotta put like enough butter in the top, spread it around, anything like that. Make sure there you go. Because by the time you put it back in the oven, it's just gonna melt straight down. So you can put it in any direction. Make sure you put in all types of directions, like right there, because it'll get right here or right here. So make sure it's all over that way. It'll be nice and moist once you cut it in everything. All right, now that we got the butter on top, put this back in the oven. That way it can be nice and moist on the top where it's nice and melty. Remember, don't forget about it, all right? Don't forget it. Give it like a good 3-4 minutes. It'll melt, get right in the bottom and everything.
Talk about this chicken.
Definitely, this chicken, now listen, your chicken has to be this color. You see that? All right? It has to be that color. Gotta be orange or brighter. That means you see all the seasonings and everything. You see that?
And how much longer do you think that's gonna go in there?
Like a good 10 more minutes.
Alrighty.
You know what I'm saying? That way it's nice and crispy. Voila! As you can see, the chicken is nice and golden. Has to be golden and everything like that. You see no white marks. Everything's nice and cooked. And as you can see right here, the cornbread is nice and brown. We put all the top thing is nice and soft in the top. So now I'm about to make a plate for Alanis right quick. Maybe a little introduction. Let me see how it's gonna look in a plate. All right, let's see how we did, people.
Ooh.
Okay, you got that. All right, everybody. Now that we made our cornbread, our chicken, just wanted to give a few reminders, couple tips. Chicken, season it, sazon, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoned salt, cayenne pepper, all that. I know, just make sure y'all have seasonings. That's the important part. When you have cornbread, always add the proper ingredients. Make sure there's no lumps, none of that. Unless it's butter, those can always melt by itself. And just when you cook, just put a little bit of your heart out and just sprinkle it like, you know what I'm saying, just like that. That's just sprinkle a little bit of love like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is when it comes to cooking. When cooking, you know, when cooking commences, everybody comes together. This is a community thing. Everybody eats. And that's the most important part when it comes to cooking. You're not just cooking for yourself, you're cooking for the community, cooking for your family. Brings everything together. Heck, that's what it's about. Thank you for cooking with Xay. I'll see you next time, all right?